And here we are on Stankin' Creek, and this is this little turn down here on the right, which is their little store here, nice little store. And this little turn on the right here, and this is going down the creek, it's called Rock Creek. And there's actually two Rock Creeks, but now one of them's up in Claiborne County, but this is Rock Creek in Campbell County. So. And then this is the little creek that comes down, Stankin' Creek. And I actually heard a tale that the reason they called this area Stankin' Creek was that some cattle got in the creek and some way they died or something. Now that was a tale I heard. I don't know if there's anything to that or not, but if anybody knows, well, you can comment, tell me, how did Stankin' Creek get the name Stankin' Creek? But I guess if we're guessing, your guess is good as mine. I don't know. But now this is actually Rock Creek. It's like I said, it's a little road that turns off Stankin' Creek Road, and then you go back and holler, and it takes you way back in here, which I own some land up here on the mountain. It's way up on the left-hand side, way up on the other, well, on the top of it, and you go over a little bit, and I own some land there. I own about 26 acres. But you know, these are just country folks out here. Here comes the car, this tight little road here. These are just country folks out here, good people. Now, I lived up here for about, well, I'd say probably 4 or 5 years, I'm thinking. And then we lived up in Lick Creek there, which I'm not going, well, I may go up a little further. I don't have a lot of gas, and I got to get back to town. We were sort of in a hurry, and I didn't stop getting them. But anyway, well, I forget what I was going to say. I lived at Lick Creek for about, off and on, I'd say 12, 13 years. Off and on, but this little old part of the county up here is really a nice area. You got good people up in here, really. I mean, good, friendly people. For the most part, they're good, friendly people up here. I mean, you got your bad ones in every area, but now up here, for the most part, you got nice people. I know a lot of the Ayers and boating people like that live up in these areas. Well, there's a lot more people than that, but that's just a few that some of the Botons and Ayers and stuff, and Marlowe and Bowshears and stuff like that I went to school with, but now there's a lot more people than that. I just can't think of everybody's name. To be honest, that's been years ago. A lot of these people I could see and probably wouldn't even recognize. Well, I'd recognize their face, but I probably couldn't remember their name. But there's a little creek too. Yeah, these got pretty little streams. The only problem with these places like this, you know, you have trash and stuff. People just throw it out, and it says Rock Creek Community Church. But anyway, I'm saying, you know, people just come through here and throw their trash out and stuff, which is like that anywhere, you know. Up in the valley where we live, you know, I see the one guy that has the inmates from the county jail down there picking up trash, and they'll pick it up one day and you go back the next day and it's the same old thing, you know. Which I'm going to turn right here at the church and turn around, but the Rock Creek keeps going, and it comes to an end back in a little road and stuff, but I'm going to make a turn right here. I'm not going to back down there because I could get hit. My brother slapped that right there one time, that pole right there, and that's an orange pole. And boy, he messed his car up good. I mean, he was just, actually he backed up and the door was open and he got it, and it messed the door up on it. Boy, he was tore up. We'd come up here to church that night and it really messed that car up. And then he got wild hair and pulled out right here, and he just held it to the floor. And guess what happened? No, he didn't wreck. He blew the motor up. They actually started knocking, and he had to end up rebuilding the motor and fixing the doors, see? So that was just adding to the damage. I think he realized that after it happened. But anyway, as I was saying, there's some nice people up through here, and this is actually a pretty country. And here's the little stream, which is, see, that little stream there is pretty, but you know, there are some trash down there, but still, it's still pretty stream. I remember when I was smaller, we used to ride horses, and I'd ride horses across that mountain right there, and you could come across there on horses. And me and a friend of mine, we used to ride horses up in here now, and we'd go swimming in these little creeks. And you talk about some cold water. Now, if you wanted to get cooled off, these little creeks and stuff that run through these little counties, that's some cold water. No doubt about that. Actually, that's where I learned to swim at, up here in Stankin Creek. But that was years ago. That was back when I was probably, I'd say, 12 or 13 years old, just a kid, you know. But we had a lot of good times up here. Like I said, you know, I know the people, most of the people up in here, and just good people, really. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure to show you Rock Creek and to show you a little bit of Stankin Creek. But I will show you some more Stankin Creek as we get ready to go home. I'll tape just a little bit of it so y'all know about Stankin Creek. If you ain't never been up in this area, you go up 25W, and as you keep going on 25W, about, I'm guessing 18 miles from the fall at the most. Maybe not even that far. And then you'll go across the little bridge, and on the left, that'll be Stankin Creek. And as if you're going up 75, you'll see a sign up on 75 that says Stankin Creek. And that's where we're at. We're coming out of Rock Creek in on Stankin Creek Road. But in order to get to Rock Creek, you must go up through Stankin Creek. Now this is the little creek that I actually learned how to swim in. So there's a story behind that. And if Bobby Ray was listening to this, he could tell you about that story. Couldn't you, Bobby? I remember that story well. I'm sure he does too. And his brother, they were good people too now. The Rays were very good people. Still are, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, everybody has problems, but as far as I'm concerned, them Rays are some good people. Friendly people, nice people, and hard work. But anyway, I'm back to the clinic. My wife's got, I don't know, flu or something, and she's in here just getting the doctor to check her out. And then I'll tape a little bit more going out of Stankin Creek.